In the quaint town of Willowbrook, Maine, a heart-stopping incident unfolded that sent shockwaves through the close-knit community. It was a typical Thursday afternoon when 6-year-old Ethan Mitchell eagerly awaited the arrival of the school bus with his mother, Sarah. Little did they know that this seemingly routine moment would soon turn into a nightmare that would forever change their lives. Before we continue, please take some time to subscribe to Dailydose, like and share this video with your friends. As the school bus approached the familiar stop, Sarah stood by the curb, her eyes fixed on the cheerful yellow vehicle. Ethan was excited to share his day's adventures with his mom, and he bounded towards the bus with youthful exuberance. However, fate had a cruel twist in store for them on this otherwise unremarkable day. In the driver's seat was Mr. Robert Thompson, an experienced and friendly school bus driver whom the children adored. As the bus came to a halt, Ethan began to disembark, carrying his backpack with him. Unbeknownst to the boy and his mother, a series of small mishaps were about to set off a chain of events that would shake the entire town. Just as Ethan stepped off the bus, his backpack got entangled in the closing door. The sudden jolt startled him, and he instinctively pulled back, trying to free himself from the predicament. But in his innocent struggle, the backpack straps tightened around his small frame, securing him to the bus as it began to move. Sarah, witnessing her son's distress, felt her heart plummet to her stomach. Panic surged through her veins as she saw her little boy being pulled along with the bus, his feet barely touching the ground. She screamed for the driver to stop, her pleas filled with desperation and fear. "I didn't think he was going to stop," Sarah later recalled, tears welling up in her eyes. "I thought he was going to just keep going. It was like time stood still, and all I could think about was my precious Ethan." Frantically, Sarah ran after the bus, her heart pounding in her chest. With every step, she implored the driver to halt, praying that her son would be spared from further harm. The bus continued for what seemed like an eternity, dragging the helpless boy along the road, his cries for help drowned out by the noise of the engine. Witnesses who saw the harrowing scene unfold gasped in horror, some dialing emergency services in a desperate attempt to get help. The entire town seemed to hold its breath, united in their collective anguish as they watched the heart-wrenching drama play out. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the bus came to a stop. Sarah rushed to Ethan's side, pulling him into her trembling arms. He had suffered painful road rash from being dragged along the pavement, but mercifully, he was conscious and responsive. As relief washed over Sarah, she thanked every higher power for sparing her son from what could have been an unimaginable tragedy. In the aftermath of the incident, the Willowbrook community rallied around Sarah and Ethan, offering comfort and support during their time of distress. The school district immediately launched an investigation into the incident, putting Mr. Thompson on administrative leave pending the outcome. As news of the incident spread, emotions ran high in the small town. Parents questioned the safety protocols surrounding school buses, demanding stricter measures to ensure the well-being of their children. The school district vowed to reevaluate and reinforce their existing guidelines, recognizing the need for unwavering vigilance when it came to the safety of their young passengers. Chief David Morrison of the Willowbrook Police Department spoke solemnly about the incident, acknowledging the many potential dangers that could have unfolded that day. "It's a miracle that Ethan survived this ordeal," he stated, his voice filled with both relief and concern for the young boy's well-being. As days turned into weeks, Ethan's physical wounds slowly healed, but the emotional scars lingered. The mere thought of boarding a school bus filled him with terror, and Sarah struggled to ease her son's fears. She sought professional counseling to help Ethan process the trauma and rebuild his confidence. The Willowbrook community continued to stand strong, offering unwavering support to Sarah and Ethan as they navigated the path to healing. Community meetings were held to address concerns and explore ways to prevent similar incidents in the future. The incident served as a harsh wake-up call, highlighting the need for constant vigilance and adherence to safety guidelines when it came to school transportation. Willowbrook's parents and educators were resolute in their determination to create a safer environment for their children, sparing no effort in implementing additional safety measures and training for bus drivers. As the school district made strides towards enhancing school bus safety, Sarah and Ethan found solace in the collective efforts of the community. The Willowbrook spirit prevailed, and the love and support from their neighbors helped them gradually regain a sense of normalcy. With time, Ethan's fear of school buses began to wane, replaced by a newfound courage and resilience. The journey to recovery was a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the power of a community that stood together in the face of adversity. In the months that followed, Mr. Thompson was deeply remorseful for the incident, expressing his heartfelt apologies to Sarah and Ethan. He underwent additional training and reevaluation before returning to his duties as a school bus driver. The incident became a powerful catalyst for change, inspiring Willowbrook and neighboring towns to prioritize child safety above all else. As the community worked hand in hand to create safer routes and implement stringent safety measures, they held tight to the belief that no child should ever face the horrors Ethan endured that fateful Thursday afternoon. Years later, Willowbrook remained a shining example of a community bound by resilience, empathy, and unwavering commitment to keeping its children safe. Ethan, now a teenager, carried with him the memories of that harrowing day, a reminder of the strength that lies within the human spirit and the power of a community that rallies together in the face of adversity.